A seventh album is often a legacy-defining moment in an artist's career, and in this video we look at 8 of the best 7th albums of all time. Lover by Taylor Swift. Following the success of Reputation, which was marked by themes of vengeance and public scrutiny, Taylor wanted to create an album that reflected a more positive and personal side of her life. Her 7th studio album, Lover, released on August 23, 2019, represents a significant milestone in her illustrious career. It explores various facets of love, from the intoxicating rush of new romance to the enduring stability of a long-term relationship. It debuted on number 1 on the Billboard 200 albums chart, selling 867,000 album equivalent units in its first week, making it the best-selling album of 2019 by a female artist in the US. It had very successful singles. Me featuring Brendan Urie was the lead single, reaching number 2 on the Billboard Hot 100. You Need to Calm Down peaked at number 2 on the Billboard Hot 100 and won Video of the Year at the VMAs. Cruel Summer became a hit in 2023 and peaked at the top of the Billboard Hot 100 4 years after its initial release. With its blend of catchy pop anthems and introspective ballads, Lover solidified Taylor's place in the history of pop music. Renaissance by Beyonce. Beyonce's 7th studio album, Renaissance, released on July 29, 2022, is a testament to her legacy of innovation in the music industry. This album not only reaffirms her status as a global superstar, but also showcases her ability to blend diverse musical influences into a cohesive body of work. It was released as the Act 1 to a trilogy of albums. It was crafted during the pandemic era, which inspired her to create music that brought comfort and escapism to listeners. The album debuted on number 1 on the Billboard 200 albums chart, with 332,000 album equivalent units sold in its first week. Break My Soul served as the album's lead single and quickly became a global hit, peaking at number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100. She followed that up with Cuff It, which peaked at number 6 on the Hot 100. Renaissance received widespread acclaim and solidified Beyonce's continued dominance in the music industry. Unapologetic by Rihanna. Following the success of her previous albums, including Loud and Talk That Talk, Rihanna sought to create an album that would both be experimental and deeply personal. Her 7th studio album, Unapologetic, released on November 19, 2012, is a powerful and diverse body of work that encapsulates the essence of her artistry. It is a genre-blending album that incorporates elements of pop, R&B, EDM, hip-hop, and reggae. Rihanna's ability to seamlessly transition between different musical styles is her true star quality. The album debuted on number 1 on the Billboard 200 albums chart, selling 238,000 copies in its first week, becoming Rihanna's first number 1 album. Diamonds, the lead single, became one of Rihanna's most successful songs, topping charts worldwide. Stay, featuring Miki Echo, received critical acclaim for its emotional depth and stripped-down arrangement, becoming a standout track on the album. The album captures the essence of her edgy, unapologetic persona, further cementing Rihanna's status as a global pop icon. Eternal Sunshine by Ariana Grande. Following the success of her previous albums, Thank You Next and Positions, and controversies on social media, Ariana wanted to create an album that addressed her current status. Her 7th studio album, Eternal Sunshine, was released on March 8, 2024. It is a smooth album that incorporates elements of pop and R&B. Ariana was in her comfort zone on the album, cruising through the 13-song track list. The album debuted on number 1 on the Billboard 200, selling 227,000 units in its first week. Yes and was the lead single, topping the charts on the Billboard Hot 100. It is a house song that is way different from the sound of the album. She then released We Can't Be Friends, Wait For Your Love as the second single. It became a huge hit, peaking on number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100. The album has been very successful, having already been certified platinum by the RIAA. Plastic Hearts by Miley Cyrus. Miley began her career as a Disney Channel star with her alter ego Hannah Montana and transitioned into a solo pop career. Over the years, she has dabbled into various genres, including pop, country, hip-hop, and psychedelic rock. Her 7th album, Plastic Hearts, released on November 27, 2020, delved into rock and punk influences, marking a significant departure from her previous work. The album reflected her personal and artistic growth. It debuted on number 2 on the Billboard 200, selling 60,000 copies in its first week. Midnight Sky was the lead single, which was an empowering anthem about independence and self-expression. It was a hit, peaking at number 14 on the Billboard Hot 100. Prisoner featuring Dua Lipa is my favorite song from the album. It's a dance rock anthem with a catchy chorus and addictive groove. Plastic Hearts received critical acclaim and showcased Miley's versatility and growth as an artist. Ray of Light by Madonna. By the time her 7th album was released, Madonna had already established herself as a pop icon with a string of successful albums and controversial yet groundbreaking hits. However, the mid-90s saw her undergoing personal changes, including becoming a mother and exploring her spirituality. Ray of Light, released on February 22, 1998, is widely regarded as one of her best works. The album has an electronic sound, featuring lush and layered synthesizers and atmospheric soundscapes. The album debuted on number 2 on the Billboard 200 Albums chart, selling 371,000 copies in its first week. Frozen was the lead single from the album. It is a haunting ballad that peaked on number 2 on the Billboard Hot 100. Ray of Light, the title track, was the second single, and it was an upbeat and euphoric celebration of enlightenment and freedom. It peaked on number 5 on the Billboard Hot 100. The album was a critical and commercial success, earning Madonna several Grammy Awards. Bad by Michael Jackson. By the mid-1980s, Michael Jackson had already revolutionized pop music with Off the Wall and Thriller. Thriller became the best-selling album of all time, setting high expectations for his next release. MJ took several years to craft his 7th album, Bad, aiming to produce an album that would match Thriller's success. Released on August 31, 1987, it stands as a monumental achievement in his discography. The album produced an unprecedented 5 #1 singles on the Billboard Hot 100, including I Just Can't Stop Loving You, Bad, The Way You Make Me Feel, Man in the Mirror, and Dirty Diana. The album has now been certified 11 times platinum by the RIAA. Its influence on pop music and culture is huge, making it one of the greatest albums of all time. The Life of Pablo by Kanye West. Kanye was coming off his controversial album Yeezus when it was time to release his 7th studio album, The Life of Pablo. The album was dropped on February 14, 2016 and was initially titled So Help Me God and Swish, before settling on the title. The album showcases Kanye's genius in production and his ability to blend diverse musical styles. It incorporates elements of hip-hop, gospel, soul, and electronic music, creating a rich tapestry of sound. The album debuted on number 1 on the Billboard 200, selling 94,000 album equivalent units in its first week. Famous was the lead single from the album. Known for its controversial lyrics and infectious beat, it peaked on number 34 on the Billboard Hot 100. Father Stretch My Hands Part 1 is the most iconic song from the album. It is now considered as one of Kanye's best albums. Which albums did I miss? Tell me in the comments below.